We go back to this story now as Hillary Clinton is asking Americans to basically take her word for it as she addressed her email controversy in a widely watched moment yesterday afternoon. The former Secretary of State says that she deleted thousands of messages from that server that she said were personal, saying that she only used private email because it was easier.
I opted for convenience to use my personal email account, which was allowed by the State Department, because I thought it would be easier to carry just one device for my work and for my personal emails instead of two. There were over 60,000 in total sent and received. About half were work-related and went to the State Department, and about half were personal. I had no reason to save them, but that was my decision. For any government employee, it is that government employee's responsibility to determine what's personal and what's work-related. The server will remain private.
So much in there to talk about today. Republican leaders say that they've got something to say about this whole thing. Chairman of the Select Committee on Benghazi, Trey Gowdy, says that her comments left him now actually with more questions than he had before.
I have no interest in her yoga routine. Trust me, I have no interest in that. But I have every interest in public record, whether it's related to Libya or not. And I have no interest in her personal attorney determining what is a public record and what is not a public record. That should be done by a neutral, detached person.
Yeah. Lots here that's problematic. Peter Doocy's live in the White House, at the White House, I should say, with the latest on this. So, Peter, how do we know that Secretary Clinton's official emails were secure from hackers on that server?
Because she says so, Martha. Clinton isn't going to let anyone inspect that server, and she argues now that if that server was safe enough for her husband's office to use, then it was safe enough for her.
The system we used was set up for President Clinton's office, and it had numerous safeguards. It was on property guarded by the Secret Service, and there were no security breaches.
Clinton declared she never sent or received anything classified, and the only reason she didn't do what many smartphone users do and set up a work email and a personal email on the same device is because it wasn't convenient. Well, that explanation doesn't make any sense to Clinton critics.
The president's the busiest person in the world, and he manages to preserve all of his emails, and I don't think he has his own server, and Condi Rice didn't have her own server, and I don't think Madeleine Albright had her own server. So the convenience thing, if she wants somebody to show her how to put two email accounts on one phone, I am happy to do it, because even I managed to figure out how to do that.
And if Clinton thought one phone was convenient, then life seems to have gotten a little bit more complicated lately, because she recently revealed that now she has two phones and two tablets. Yeah. Martha.
What a mess. So, will we ever know what is in the documents, the total number of documents that she has retained, Peter?
We know that the rest of the documents that the State Department have are all the work-related files that she thought were important enough to preserve, and we don't know yet exactly what was written, but we do know that the first batch we will get to see is all about Benghazi. It's about 300 messages printed on 800 or so pieces of paper, and Secretary Clinton has already testified on Capitol Hill about Benghazi, what she knew and when during the 2012 terror attack. But congressional Democrats and Republicans say they want more. The Democrats just want to move on from Benghazi. Republicans, though, are saying that Clinton's emails are still critical to understanding the administration's initial response to that deadly assault. Yeah. Martha.
Big questions about why everything was printed out on paper and put in boxes as well, instead of just transferring the electronic emails over for the investigation. Lots to still uncover here. Peter, thanks. We'll see you next time.